Interesting because I've never seen this in person. Sunscreen that does not have alcohol is the Kiss. Okay, so first up on the list is this. Be your best, be your best. You can do it, be your best. Bio means beauty in Japanese. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello. And if you're coming back, thank you. So today I'm gonna go over 5 sunscreens that don't have alcohol in the formulation. But before that, let me introduce myself. So, hello again. My name is Laura. I've been living in Japan for 11 years and last year I passed the Japanese cosmetic licensing test. Basically what that means is I studied this in Japanese. Am I a medical professional? No. But I want to use the information that I learned to help you be your best. I do have a YesStyle code. BOBEST9. You can find the link down below. Any of the products that I mentioned today. For those of you who are interested, I don't have a code with them, but apparently there's a site called YamiBuy and people were saying that it works really well, so that's another option in case they're interested. Okay, so with that, let's get into today's video. Okay, so first up on the list is this, the Skin Aqua Serum UV, and this actually came out this year, and I have a video here where I go into detail. I tried it for a couple days and then I just talk about like my experience with the sunscreen, but I'm gonna tell you right now, like long story short, TLDR, this is probably my favorite sunscreen of the year. These guys here, I'm sorry, they do not compare. Like I personally have very dry skin. The climate that I live in, Japan has 4 seasons, I think, are a thing of the past. Like it's like you have mostly summer and mostly winter with like a sprinkle of 2 weeks of spring and fall in the year is what I would say. But anyway, I have used it in like Nigatsu, I think either in February or March when it came out, so it was colder, and I used it then, and I've used it now in the summer and I've enjoyed it both times. But I do have very dry, dehydrated skin. I think I've seen people in the comments say that they have oily skin and then this didn't work for them. As far as the sunscreen itself though, it is alcohol free, SPF 50+, PA 4+. It also has the highest rank of water resistance in Japan, which is these 2 little black stars. As far as moisturizing ingredients, it has 3 different types of hyaluronic acid. And in addition to being alcohol free, it is also fragrance free, paraben free, mineral oil free, so a lot of free, but it's not free. Okay, next product. Okay, so the next product is the Honey UV Water Gel by Country and Stream, and actually this is either a sub company or sub brand. I'm always like never sure like what it is to call them, but anyway, the parent company Ida Laboratories, which is the same company that makes Can-Make products. And this is a chemical sunscreen, just as with the Skin Aqua I forgot to mention, this is a chemical sunscreen as well. And while it does not have alcohol, it also has 2 types of collagen. It has 3 types of hyaluronic acid. It has hachimitsu or honey, which is a humectant. It's SPF 50+, PA 4+. On the website it says that you can use it from children 4 years and up. It doesn't have any of like the marker. The new marker in Japan for showing water resistancy will be either 1 star or 2 stars. This doesn't have any stars, so just keep that in mind. Probably sweating and stuff, walking around existing outside, especially in Japanese hot summers throughout the day, or if you live in a very hot climate, then your sweat will probably take the sunscreen with you. So reapplying is something you might have to keep in mind with this one. It is not fragrance free. It says that it has a honey lemon scent, so if you're sensitive to fragrances, maybe don't go for this one. Okay, so next up is the Sunkiller. So this sunscreen is interesting because I've never seen this in person. I do not know why, but I've never ever seen this in stores with my eyes. Or if I have, then I just completely forgot because it's so rare to see it. But I believe that either on TikTok or on YouTube comments, somebody left a comment, and that's how I found out about this sunscreen. This sunscreen very proudly announces that it is alcohol free and it is SPF 50+, PA 4+. It also features 3 types of hyaluronic acid. And in addition to those, it also has 3 moisturizing ingredients, which would be royal jelly extract, aloe extract, and yukinoshita extract, which is an extract from this plant looking thing. It also says that it's paraben and coloring free. This one is also a chemical sunscreen. So this one, just like the last sunscreen, does not have any kind of water resistant mark. So this is really just for like everyday kind of thing. This is not really like for going outside and getting sweaty, because you're gonna sweat and the sunscreen is definitely gonna come off with the sweat and things like that. And again, it's just really interesting because the maker of this sunscreen, I believe, is Isehan. And Isehan, they have another sunscreen that I'm gonna talk about in like 2 sunscreens down. But for some reason, that one you can buy in the stores pretty much anywhere, but this one I've only ever seen that I've been able to buy it online. But they do have it on YesStyle, and it has like 955 reviews, and it has a 4.almost 5. That is insane. So if when I get my hands on this, I'll definitely try and tell you guys. The next one is the Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Hold Cream. And this one is SPF 50 plus, PA 4 pluses, and this is the one that I was mentioning that is not a chemical sunscreen. So it only has mineral, not filters, filter. It only uses one. I believe that it's Sankachitan or titanium dioxide. I will check in just a bit. Yeah, just like the other ones, it's alcohol free. It's also paraben free, colorant free, smell free, paraben free. It says that the moisturizing ingredients are shea butter. So if you are acne prone, just keep that in mind. I believe that that's an ingredient that can cause the pimples for people who are acne prone. It also has BG or butadiene glycol as a humectant ingredient, but it says that it's non-comedogenic. But I've heard people be like, non-comedogenic is kind of like, it's realistically just a marketing term. It does not mean that it won't create pimples on people. It's just, you know, it's like there's a high chance that it won't, but also it's not, you know, it's never zero. So similar to the last sunscreen, this one does not have that water resistance marking. So again, it's for mainly for like daily use. If you're sitting in the office, if you're going outside to do like, not laundry, I guess laundry too, but just kind of things that you're gonna just be like, you know, sweating your soul out or anything. But it does say that it has a slight fragrance. So if you don't like fragrance, maybe don't go for this product. And then the last sunscreen that does not have alcohol is the Kiss Me Mommy by Kiss Me Firm. So you remember earlier that I was like, oh, there was a sunscreen that is made by the same company, but I can find that one everywhere, but I can't find this other one that I'm talking about right now. This is the one. So the Kiss Me Mommy, legitimately, you can find this anywhere. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on Rakuten. You can find it on YesStyle. You can find it in stores. Like whatever store it is that you go to, most drugstores, they will have this sunscreen a lot of the times, and even stores like Loft as well. But for some reason, the Kiss Me, and maybe it's the name, I don't know. I don't know what it is, genuinely, truly, but all to say, it's the same company. And the Kiss Me Mommy does have the 2-star water resistant rating. And then this one is said to be more gentle on the skin. This one is said to be made from up to 80% of food ingredients. So essentially the idea is that, you know, it's like more healthy, more, not organic, but, you know, just kind of given that kind of clean image. It doesn't have colorings, it doesn't have fragrance, it doesn't have alcohol. It also doesn't have mineral oils. And it also says that it doesn't have preservatives. And it says also here that it's bolfuzai-free or preservative-free, which I'm like, okay. It says you could use it on your face and your body. And some of the moisturizing ingredients are oil, acerola juice extract, aloe vera leaf extract, raspberry extract, as well as ceramides, collagen, and hyaluronic acid. And actually, I have a friend who, my beloved friend, thank you so much, I love you so much. And then I told her, because she was having trouble with some sunscreens or something, and then I suggested two. One of them was Minom because it was a mineral sunscreen, and then the second one was this one, and I don't remember. That's kind of like an interesting mix, but yeah, I recommend both. And then the Minom, she was like, bro, this is awful, but then the Kiss Me Mommy, she was like, this is amazing. So as far as I know, she really enjoyed that one. I don't remember why. Was it because of the alcohol? I don't remember. But yeah, so essentially, and as far as I know, she has pretty sensitive skin. I definitely have like dragon skin still. So I'm generally speaking pretty fine trying most things. But yeah, she tried it. She enjoyed it. This was supposed to be 5 minutes. And this sunscreen, at least within Japan, is super affordable. On the official site, it's only 990 yen, which is under 10 bucks. So that's pretty great. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. Have you tried any of the sunscreens that I talked about, or do you have any alcohol-free sunscreens that you would recommend? If so, please let me know your skin type and I guess what kind of climate you live in, so that'll be useful for other people in the comments. So I'll leave you, if you want to check out the full review of the Skin Aqua, you can go ahead and click on that here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. As always, hope you have a good day. Remember, God bless and be open.